Hey guys, back for part two of Trump cards, the elements of the deal. The advice here is think big. We're gonna read and then comment. I like thinking big. I'll always have. To me, it's very simple. If you're going to be thinking anyway, you might as well think big. Most people think small because most people are afraid of success, afraid of making decisions, afraid of winning. And that gives people like me a great advantage. Trump goes on to tell a story, his the evolution of his own preferences, uh, for his ambitions in real estate when he was younger. When I was working in Queens, I always wanted Forest Hills. And as I grew older and perhaps wiser, I realized that Forest Hills was great. Forest Hills isn't Fifth Avenue. And so I began to look toward Manhattan because at a very early age, I had a true sense of what I wanted to do. I wasn't satisfied just to earn a good living. I was looking to make a statement. I was out to build something monumental, something worth a big effort. Right? So we see an application, and you might as well think big because you're going to be thinking anyways. So it takes just as much effort to go for the really, really big goals that it does otherwise. He's going to go on to list key element of thinking big. One of the keys to thinking big is total focus. I think of it almost as a controlled neurosis, which is a quality I've noticed in many highly successful entrepreneurs. They're obsessive, they're driven, they're single-minded, and sometimes they're almost maniacal, but it's all channeled into their work. Other people are paralyzed by neurosis. The people I'm talking about are actually helped by it. I don't say this trait leads to a happier life or a better life, but it's great when it comes to getting what you want. All right, so to sum up, you're going to be thinking, might as well think big for the bigger goals. And one of the key elements for thinking big is total focus. And usually people who have this total focus have elements of obsessiveness, of drive, are single-minded. And so they focus on one overarching vision. And that vision is of a very high caliber. Right? So it's worth repeating again. I like thinking big. I always have. To me, it's very simple. If you're going to be thinking anyway, you might as well think big. There you have it.